Hello YouTubers and YouTubettes. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Cerebral Adventures. Don't forget to go down there and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any of our future content. So it seems that people are searching for MudRunner a lot on YouTube. So I've been wanting to do a MudRunner video for a little while, been wanting to get back into this game and play some of it. So here it is today. This is MudRunner. This is the place right after where it all started. It all started with Spin Tires, and then we got MudRunner right after that. So this is actually my first foray into the Saber Interactive Off-Road Hardcore series. Was MudRunner. About 7 years ago, I bought this game in Redding, California. I bought the disc, and I have been hooked ever since. But it has been some time since I have been in the driver's seat of MudRunner, so some of the controls might be unfamiliar. But we're going to do the best we can. We are on downhill today. We are playing in hardcore mode. As you can see, we have our rig here, and forgot that that's the clutch when you click the right stick. So we got our parking brake on. Alright, so it looks like we got a garage trailer here. It's probably got some garage parts on it. Let's make sure that it's in fact a garage trailer. I just don't want to end up towing the wrong thing here, wasting my time. Garage semi-trailer attached. Yeah, there it is up top. Okay. Yeah, might take me a while to get used to some of this again, guys. Okay, and the place we are going is to the garage. So we're going to go out of here. We're going to go left and pretty much follow the main road right on through. So MudRunner has always been all about logging and has terrible traction physics. So even on solid pavement, these trucks will just spin and spin and spin. It's like driving on ice all the time. Okay, left stick puts you in the cab. Mirrors do not work in MudRunner, as you can see. And they had not yet perfected their dashboard. So they, when they added the in-cab thing as kind of a caveat, they put this floating... They had put this floating dashboard kind of behind the steering wheel here to give you something to look at. It was basically just the same HUD from, well, close to the same HUD from outside, but it had a few gauges on it. So, oh my god, I forgot how hard this game is for control. So, MudRunner does not have a centering. The wheels do not recenter. They do, but only if you're moving forward, and they do so very slowly. So, MudRunner can be a much slower game. So you can get these trucks whipping pretty good. I'm not going to try it right now because it's been a while, but you can actually get them. You can drift them down these hills. You can do some pretty impressive stuff with bad audio. With the old MudRunner controls here. A little harder to take these corners smoothly with MudRunner controls. It's been a while since I've been in the driver's seat of MudRunner, y'all, so you just have to bear with me on that. So, the way the camera moves, centered on the truck like that, that was not always a feature of the game. When I first bought this game, it was not updated. I bought the old disc version. It was the original. And there are these posts here. You can just drive right through these. But if you're carrying logs, they will not let you pass. You're carrying logs, you got to find an alternative route. That was kind of their... I don't know if you'd call it a MacGuffin, but that was kind of their MacGuffin to get you to go down some of the harder paths. Was just, we're going to put a road through it, but we're going to put a block here, and so you cannot haul logs through this area. You got to go around. Down this road over here, there is a gas station. We'll be going down there to get a fuel trailer, because we got to get a fuel trailer at the garage after we unlock it, and then we got to go down there and fill it. I don't remember what all trucks I brought to this map with me. I might not have brought any. I didn't really set the map up. So we're going to kind of work with whatever we find on the map here. Kind of whatever we're dealing with. And yeah, you could still do the diff lock in this game. If you put it in low, it automatically locks in, and it still gets damaged on hard surfaces. But you can turn it on and off like that. But anytime you put that gear shift in low, with bad audio, Anytime you lock that gear shift into low gear, that diff lock's automatically going to come on. So if you're on a hard surface and you're in low gear for some reason, just keep that in mind. Got to shut that diff off. Otherwise, you'll be damaging your rig. Yeah, you can see the big chunky mud that's on the tires there. I mean, for what it was, this was the game for the time, man. I loved this game. I still do like this game. I did want to show you a little difference with the camera here. In fact, we can do it right now. So this was not part of the game when it first came out, but oh, settings, there we go. This right here, center camera on truck, this was not an option when I first got it. So this is how the camera moved. If you looked right, it would kind of look right and left. You see how the camera is kind of independent from the truck though? I can still kind of look around when I'm near the truck and it'll zoom in. This is a really, really wonky way to drive. But this is how the camera was when I first started playing this game. And it's alright. I mean, it works. But yeah, they didn't have that center camera on truck option. So I'm glad that they did that. Constant 30 FPS. Yeah, might as well. PS4, you never know. So, ain't nothing wrong with 30 frames per second. It's alright, when I upload at 60 frames per second on YouTube. So, the game will run smooth and it'll look better on YouTube. I do MP4 files at 1920 and 1080p with 60 frames per second. So, there's another truck for us right there. We're going to go unlock that. We go advanced and oh, right here. We give me a minute, guys. I forgot how to get over there to that. There we go. Unload. Controls are not always super straightforward in MudRunner. Okay, let's go unlock this truck real quick. Let's get out of low so we don't tear up our diff. I could just shut the diff off, but we didn't. Why do that, right? The C255 unlocked. All right, we got us a sideboard truck, old Russian heavy-duty mud truck. Until American Wilds came out, which I do have. I have the DLC, the American Wilds DLC on this game, but I don't believe I'm using it for anything here. So yeah, all these are Russian trucks that are on the map. So I didn't bring anything with me. These trucks are recallable. There's a K700 over here. That's the big baddie. So recall the truck. Is there another garage over here? I don't know if we have to unlock this. No, we don't have to unlock that garage. All right, so let's do some logging. We probably don't need that right now. First thing we want to do though is we're gonna go get us some fuel. We'll probably use that truck for our log truck. This truck will be our fuel truck. So let's get a fuel trailer and go back down the hill here. The trailers in MudRunner don't respond quite as well as they do in, say, SnowRunner, and there are no trailers in Expeditions, but in SnowRunner the trailers respond a little better. You know, they're not quite farm sim level of responsiveness, but in MudRunner they are quite unruly. So we want a fuel trailer, and bear with me, guys. I got to read this stuff, move through this. Utility semi-trailer. It's got a fuel tank on it, but we don't want that. Holds 900 liters. We want the big fuel trailer. Is there a big fuel trailer? It's been so long, guys, that I just don't recall if there's a fuel semi-trailer. There it is. Yeah, there's one. All right. Orhio Nacho. I guess that means fuel in Russian. Orhio Nacho. All right. Let's get ourselves down the hill here and go get some gasoline. That beautiful, beautiful Guzzling from Gastown. And of course you still have your 1 Plus over here, which is kind of like your higher gears, but you notice my diff lock stays on. The only time the diff lock is not accessible is in auto. So if you're in 1 Plus or over here in your, this one is kind of variable. You have 1 and you can kind of vary that a little bit. Then you have your 1 Plus, which is high. The vehicle will actually stall out while you're over here. So it's kind of like your high gear, but you can still have your diff lock. So pretty cool that the way the transmission worked in this. I don't know if I prefer this or Snow Runner. Honestly, I kind of like this one. There's a trick you could do though if you go into auto and then back into high, you get a huge speed boost. Guys, I gotta let a dog in. I will cut this part out. Give me a second. All right, guys, you might notice a very slight cut. There's gonna be a little blip in the audio. But we're gonna get our rig moving again here. Okay. Really easy to get stuck on the terrain in this game. Sticks are a big deal at Mud Runner. We used to get caught on sticks all the time back in the day doing multiplayer. It can be quite the ordeal. But yeah, you whenever you buy a fuel trailer or something at the garage in Mud Runner, it is not filled up. You need to go fill it. So that's what we're gonna do. So once you stop at a gas station, the truck will automatically be refilled. Fuel there does not cost anything here, but it does have weight. You see how that trailer is squatting and how it comes up there? And as I add fuel, there's that fender right below, between the fender and the tires, what you're looking at on the back of the trailer. Every time I add some, it squats. Yeah, fuel has weight in this game, and it makes quite the difference. I mean, it has weight in Snow Runner too, but I don't think it's as extreme. Now we need to get back up to that road we're on. We could have reversed out of there, but what I like to do is kind of turn up through here, avoid that first stump. It's been a while, but I remember some of my old tricks. I kind of cut through the stump field here, and then just take a hard left right past this last one and back onto the road. That's how I like to do it. I tried it in one of the big 8-wheeled Russian trucks before, and it was a nightmare. A missile carrier or something I tried to bring through there, and it was not happening. But we have got our fuel. We'll take this back to the garage and we'll collect a couple trucks and we'll get logging. I think the goal for this video today is we're just going to kind of complete this map depending on how long it takes. And I will try to do as little editing as possible. I kind of want you guys to see the whole thing, so this is going to be a kind of a slow ride at some points because it's just going to be a lot of being bogged down in the mud, things like that. But when that happens, you know, I'll just talk and go through it, but you guys will see the whole experience. You know, I won't do a whole lot of cutting out unless I have to get up and let a dog in or out, something like that, or let a cat in or out, or help my wife with something like that. I'll make little cuts at those points, but for the most part, this is going to be the raw experience, raw gameplay. You're just going to be riding with me the whole time. And I'll tutorialize you a little bit. I'll be explaining things along the way. So for those people that haven't played Mud Runner, So working your transmission in this game actually does have a kind of a big benefit. You know, there's a huge difference between auto and manual in this game. As far as traction and just the power pole of the truck, things like that. Yeah, I lost my momentum on that hill, so I gotta regain it now. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. There's too much weight in this trailer, so that's alright, we'll go up in low gear. If I would have just stayed on the throttle and quit screwing with the gear shift, we would have been alright. There we go. Got our momentum back. Stay in high gear and just keep pushing. Probably don't need that diff lock. So diff lock, all-wheel drive, things like that, just like SnowRunner, they do they cost you fuel burn. As you can see over there in the corner, we're burning about 30 liters per minute. I don't think this game has a changeover. I don't think you can change liters to gallons or anything like that. So, which is fine. I don't mind using liters. I was raised with the Imperial system, so I do prefer to use it. But some people prefer the metric system, and that's all right. You know, that's all right. All right. So, in oh, you have to go into your advanced to shut your engine. I couldn't remember how to stop my engine, guys. You have to go into advanced and actually shut it off. Then to start it, you can just hit the gas or the... You see, even back here in Mud Runner, though, they still had that park and brake sound on the big trucks. It should be this. That should be your park and brake sound, not that. So, I've been complaining about that forever, but no, it's no big deal. Okay, so we're going to get that green truck right there. Let's fuel it up. I do like the truck switch mechanic. If you're close enough to a truck, when you open the map, you see how it just says C65-111. If I just push triangle, boop, you switch between these two trucks. Now, you have to leave a truck attached to your trailer in this game if you want to get fuel out of it. Like, if I detach that truck from that trailer is useless. In SnowRunner, it's a little more forgiving. You can just park a trailer and pull up to it and get fuel out of it. This game, not so. If you don't have a truck on it, you ain't getting no fuel out of it. You see how there's no option here to fuel up. Nothing. You have to go switch truck, choose the fuel semi-trailer, and then choose the C255 and fuel it up. So now we're fully fueled. You see this truck is damaged too. A lot of times you find trucks on the map and they are in fact damaged. So not a big deal. We don't have to worry too much about the damage, but down the road it could become an issue. We don't want this bed on here. Let's find out what we need to do. So if you find your log stations on the map here, okay, like this lumber mill right here, right? It needs eight sets of logs. Now, I don't remember... It's going to be a minute, guys, because I don't remember how to count the logs. And what I mean by that is you can bring any kind of log to this lumber mill. It doesn't matter. You can bring short logs, medium logs, or long logs. Each one's going to give you a different dynamic in polling, so that's why you might want to choose short logs. It might be easier to get your truck in and out of the area where you're going to pick them up at. You're going to pick them up at these log kiosks right here. And then... the map's a little wonky, but you're going to pick them up at these log kiosks, you see. Trying to get centered over that log kiosk, but the camera's not cooperating. But yeah, you can pick up logs. I don't remember if each log kiosk gives you a different type of log or what. It's been a while, so I don't quite remember. But anyway, you bring the logs to this mill, and like I believe long logs are worth 2 points, 2 or 4. So I think 2 sets of long logs, two or four sets of long logs will completely satisfy that lumber mill. And then short logs are worth 1 or a half or something like that, and then medium logs are worth 2. Anyway, but that's how it works. You can take any kind of log you want. You just have to, you have to get all the logs to the place. So what we want to do is we're driving a C255 right now, and you can see there's another one on the map right here. So we do want to go unlock that truck. Auto loading is off because we are in hardcore. So what we're going to do is, well, we're going to shut this truck off first of all, because these things will keep idling and they'll keep burning fuel. So fuel management's a little different in Mud Runner. So we're going to switch over to this A968M. Now, if I remember right, this is a 4-wheel drive. If it's not, we'll switch to that other one, because there is a little Russian car on here. Oh, this one's the car. You see I have 1 star on my door here. Usually you'd have 4 or 5. I don't remember. Whenever you beat a map with 1 star, basically you beat it with a single 1-star vehicle. The hardest way you can. Then you earn that 1 star for that map. I have the 1 star for every map in the game, so I have spent my time and put in my work to do that. We're going to try to get this truck here with this car. So, L1 and R1 add path. There we go. Yeah, been a little while, so. You can see that this car has no diff lock or all-wheel drive. It's just a car. It's just a little Russian car. Yeah, Mud Runner was the original hardcore Russian logging game, and it was the one until... Oh, and you notice that you can't see my waypoint anywhere on the map, like you don't see anything. It's on that compass in the upper left up there. So, you see that red arrow pointing north? That red arrow is not just pointing north, it's actually pointing at my objective. If I move my objective, say... I have to remove the waypoint. See, if I put it over here and put the waypoint, see how the arrow's pointing west southwest now. So yeah, that's how you find the waypoints in this game. They don't just show up on the map. There's not a beacon or anything that you can see. They are on the map right there. I don't think this car is going to do it, but we're going to try to cut through the forest in this car. All we got to do is get close to that K700 and we'll unlock it. And what that thing is a big articulating tractor. And we're going to put a grapple fork on the front, and we're going to use that to load the logs on our trucks. Oh. Give me a second, guy. There we go. L1 is headlights. Take me a minute to remember where everything's at. Try to go first person here and see if we can go ahead and sneak through the forest. We'll probably just end up getting stuck, and I'll have to go back and get a different vehicle. But we're going to try to creep through here and get that K700. Okay, there's another tree trunk right there. Sometimes a little trial and error, guys. The graphics aren't as sharp in this game, so it's not always as easy to find your way through. Stuck on the train a little bit, but we're doing all right so far. There's the K700. We're getting close to it. All we got to do is sneak up on it. Sneak up on it and hunt it down. Got to be careful about spinning your tires in this game. No pun intended. No spin tires, pun intended. But if you spin your tires, like if you're stuck against something, the car will dig it. What am I stuck on here? Is there a fallen log right there? Is that what I'm seeing? Let's go to the right. But if you spin your tires, your car will dig in. It'll dig ruts, and then you will become stuck. So the mud physics in this game are pretty intense. What am I stuck on here? No, just the terrain, I reckon. Oh no, guys. No visible attachment points. Oh, we're so close. We are officially stuck, guys. We got stuck right here. You see how I'm just spinning? Let's see if we can... see if any of these other gears will help us at all. I don't think they are. All I need to do is go 2 feet, guys, and we can unlock that truck. Ain't that about a son of a gun, huh? See if we can winch. See, now, I like how the winch works in this game. You see how I point my camera and it points? It's like, oh, I want to attach to that or that or that. Alright, guys, you're going to see another slight cut there. Share play stopped working. So, or remote play, whatever they call it here. And, it done kicked me out, so I had to reset. So that's why there was a little cut there. Nothing hinky happening. I didn't do anything. But anyway, you see how the you can just point your camera around and it'll show you all the winch points. You know, they need to bring that back. SnowRunner needs that. I hate how it just shows you all the points and you have to click left and right on the D-pad and cycle through them until you can find the right one. I like it. I like this right here. This is amazing. So we're going to attach that winch, and we are going to try to pull ourselves off whatever we're stuck on, which I think is that rock right there. And we're going to release the winch. All right, we're good. We got it. We got back here in the little car. Had to do a little winching, so... Alright, let's change to the K700. And there it is. And it already has the big log grapple on it. So it needs fuel. It's a little damaged, which is not a big deal. You can see the front is actually on the right side here. This is the front over here. Log grapple is on the back. So... this thing has the best sounding engine in... Alright, I gotta remember how to run the loader, so... bear with me, guys. Okay, that's wrist control. That is up and down. Okay. I know it says it down on the screen, but... I prefer to figure it out instead of read it. I'm a visual... more of a visual learner, you know, I learn by doing. You hear that big turbo screaming. Oh, I love this thing. So we're going to grab some fuel for this, and then we're going to take this to the log station, because if this is not at the log station, there's no point in having a truck down there. So we just have to figure out what log station we want to use. And I believe this is a real vehicle. I believe the Kirovets K700 is a real Russian vehicle. Some of these trucks are kind of not based on real things, but I believe the K700 is a real thing. I believe it's made by a company called Kirovets, if I'm pronouncing that right. But, SnowRunner to me, although it's a great game, I love SnowRunner. SnowRunner is one of my all-time favorites. The body deformation is really good. You see that this truck, it just looks like cracks on the surface. That's because it's damaged. That's just how they represent it in this game. But the trucks in MudRunner, they feel like dirtier. You know, they feel like this thing feels used to me. It's got patina on it. It has been out in the junk for a while, doing work, you know, and I like that. I like that aesthetic, that feeling. MudRunner just feels like a dirtier, grittier game to me. We're still in two-wheel drive, by the way. This thing just has really good traction. You know, there's almost a reason to use like a low loader trailer in this game. They don't have them, I believe. Let me make sure I'm going the right way, y'all. Am I heading back towards the garage? I am, yeah. They don't have, well, they do in American Wilds. They have low loader trailers, but these things are not easy to drive. This big bastard right here is not easy to drive. So, it's the wrong garage, y'all. I need to be at this garage up here. That's where my fuel's at. All right. Well, we're going the right way. We just need to get down the hill there. So we'll be using both these. There we go. There's our other lumber mill. So 0 of 8 and 0 of 8. Okay. Okay. Now this lumber mill, to access it, and we'll do this one first. We will actually do because it's farther away. So we'll do the hard one first. You see that there's a block post. Trucks with lumber are trucks with no lumber are allowed to pass. So we can't bring lumber through there. So you see there's also a block post over here on this big road. So the way we have to bring lumber to this mill over here is we have to go down this big old nasty back road you see over here. So we have to get these watch points and kind of open up this area back here, and we'll see some open roads. But this is actually the road we'll be coming down, is this one on top of the map you see up here. It's a nasty road, and then when we get down here, then we come down this way and then down this street and then turn right and go back up the lumber mill. So it can be quite the journey to get there. So you see there's only a couple log kiosks. There's this one here, and this is the one we will be using to service this mill over here, and you'll see why in a little bit. This place is called Downhill for a reason. So this lumber mill over here is easy because there's a log kiosk right there, and you can just use transport. So that one's going to be pretty easy. We're going to do the hard one first, and we're going to be using that log kiosk. Now, I don't want to spoil it too much, but you'll see when we get to watch point. When we leave this log kiosk, there's a hill climb over here to get up to this upper road, and it is incredible. So, all right, let's get our K700 over here and get it refueled. And then we'll get it down to the log deck where it needs to be. A lot of times I don't repair these vehicles unless they're sputtering or smoking. Once you get them down low enough on damage, they will start sputtering and smoking. They don't have... I want to say they don't have specific damage in this game, like engine. It's just damage. Damage is damage. And once it's low enough, the engine will start smoking and sputtering, doing stuff like that. So we're going to try not to find that out in this game. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that. Oh, little drift going there. It looks like I'm drifting more than I am because this is an articulated steering vehicle. You know, it pivots in the middle. But there was a little drift going on there. There was a little bit of drift going there. It's been a long time. So when I was good at this game, when I used to play it, see, there we go, 14 damage, clipped a rock. So when I used to play this game all the time, man, I got good enough I could actually kind of drift these vehicles down the hills. You see, this thing has great traction. Once we lock it in, it just takes off. And the soft tire physics in this game are pretty dang good. You see, there's oh, they just look good, you know. The mud physics aren't super great. I mean, they did look good on the tires. You know, it doesn't have that mud runner or that snow runner or expeditions level of mud quality, but it looks really good. You know, the tires themselves look really good. Flexwell. For its time, really good game. Really good game. All right, there we go. And let's fuel her up. Select K700 and fuel up. All right. Let's swap back. Adjust my chair a little bit here, guys. There we go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tow that truck with the K700. You just kind of kill two birds with one stone. Then we can take the our fuel truck over there and we'll be ready to go. Okay, swap to this truck. Gonna go to the garage and get it set up. I believe it's set up for short log. This is a short log bunk sideboard thing here. Logs is the only cargo in Mud Runner. If you guys didn't know, Mud Runner is not a cargo game, it is a log game. That's it. That's all you do. You move logs. It's the same thing on every map. You take, there's a different number of lumber mills and you take logs to each one of them. You know, and you got to figure out the most efficient way to do that for you and just take care of it. So, oh, there it is. Trying to get that garage menu to pop up. Okay, so let's see what's installed right now. Spare wheel and log carriage. Take the log carriage off. Okay. And log crane and carriage. It says I need to unavailable. Oh, because I need to put a log support on the front, crane support on the front, I believe, right? Log carriage, log carrier. So the log carrier allows for medium logs. Okay, there it is right there. Long logs are 6 points and medium logs are 4 points. So one set of medium log, or one set of short logs and one set of long logs will satisfy a lumber mill. So we're going to set one truck up for long logs, we're going to set one truck up for short logs, and then we're going to satisfy the lumber mill by that. Or you can do two trucks of medium logs. We're going to do one log, one long and one short. That's 8 points, and that's how we're gonna do it. Now, let me make sure. Oh yeah, short logs are 3 points, so we're good. Yeah, so I want to do one long log and one short log, and that's how we're gonna. Yeah, one long and one short. That's how we're gonna satisfy our lumber mills. Now, I could be wrong, but I think the log kiosks, I think they only give you a certain number of long logs and short logs. Like you can only use them so many times. So we'll find out. We're gonna set this truck up for long logs. Now, for some reason, I know there's a log bunk you can get. I don't know why it won't. Oh, because the spare tire's in the way. So let's actually do that. Let's set this truck up with the log carrier here, and we can do short logs on it. This will be our short logger. And some bad audio. Okay, let's get rid of that. Now we got to get rid of that spare tire too, and then to put the log crane on here. Garage trailer and. Wait a minute. Short logs, 3, 6. So we can actually do 6 points with this truck if we could pull that trailer behind it. Ooh. No, because we're going to have two trucks. We don't need to do that. So we don't. There's no need to do that. So, okay, let's get this set up. Then we're going to set that other truck up. There's another C255 down there. We saw it on the map. We're going to go unlock that. And we're going to set that truck up as our long logger. And we'll pull the long log truck. We'll pull the short log truck with the long log truck, or vice versa. And that's how we will make one trip to each mill. So, okay. Okay. So this truck can load itself, so it's not going to need the big Caravets there. But we can still use that thing to pull us up hills and stuff like that. I forgot that we had log cranes in this game, so... Okay, so the path we're going to take, and we're going to take the K700, and we're going to go up this path. We're going to stay left here. You see the darker color on the map there? That dark color is deep, nasty, sloshy mud. So we're going to go up on this high track up here, and then we're going to cut through the water. That water's not so bad. You just stay close to the shore, and we're going to cut up this way. Do not, under any circumstance, go down this way. You can, but it's a lot nastier. This is the easier path, if I remember right, and we're going to get to that log kiosk right there. So... and then, oh guys, I'm so indecisive. Being indecisive is not good. I know I want to go get that C255, so we need it. So, and we also want to get our fuel truck down to a better location. So maybe what we'll do is this. Maybe what we'll do is this. We will... We're going to recall this truck to our location. There we go. And we're going to take this truck down. We're going to unlock that 255 right now. So... we could probably sneak down this hill, but the best way to do it is actually come over here and then go down the road this way. So we're going to do that. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we could cut right through the forest, but we don't really want to do that. Looks like we're full on fuel, so we're good. I don't remember if there's any fuel attachments for this vehicle. Let's take a look at the garage here. See what kind of options we have. Yeah, there's a trunk. Let's go fill it. Actually, it doesn't come full. I think we can fill it here. Fuel 0, yeah. So we should be able to use this truck to fill the trunk on that truck. Fuel semi-trailer. And then... oh, goodness. Nope, I think we actually have to take that truck to the gas station to fill it, guys. That's not giving me an option to fill the... just fill the... oh, I switched to the wrong one. Sorry, guys. It's not giving me an option to just fill the trunk up here, so we'll make it. We'll make it. I'm just gonna run for it. To save fuel, we'll take the shortcut. We'll see how bad of an idea this is. And there's no quick detach. You actually have to open the menu to release your winch in here. This is a pretty nasty hill if I remember right, but we're going to take it because we're adventurous. I'm going to go this way and try to cut back hard to the left over here. Yeah, there we go. And we just cut a whole lot off our journey. As you can see, we're down here. We would have had to have come all the way down around this bend and then up over this road. And it's pretty muddy right in here. So we saved a little bit of time by cutting back to the woods there. Yeah, good old mud runner. Man, it's been a while since I ran these. I think we have to turn left and go across that river right there. I'm going to check the map here again in a second. Just make sure I'm going the right way. One of the trophies for the... Yeah, you do. We have to turn left here. So one of the trophies for this game is actually complete a region without looking at the map. I don't remember if I have that trophy or not. I don't think I do. I think I intended on getting it. And I had the bog remembered really well, memorized, so I could just do it. But I don't think I ever did it. So maybe that's a challenge I'll do someday. We'll do that on the channel. Alright. Water, very dangerous in this game. Oh no. Yep. Guys with no winch. I should have known better. I did know better. I just made a bad decision. If the current will push it enough and turn that front end around, and we can get it level enough, we can actually get the engine to fire. There we go. We can find something to attach to. We're just taking engine damage right now. I think we're about to lose it. Yeah, we lost her. Alright guys, sorry about that. So okay, so plan B. We'll take the we'll take the fuel truck down there. Oh yeah, there we go. I was gonna say I forgot if I could detach the trailer or not. This is a good truck, so we'll take it down there. We're not going to take the shortcut though. We're going to have to go the long way. This truck, well, nah, this truck's too big for it. I'll spend all day stuck on trees if I go that way. If we can, we'll save our little Jeep while we're down there, but no guarantees on that. We'd have to repair it anyhow, so I mean it's in a pretty bad way. But the river might have carried it away by now. I don't know, so we'll see. We shall see. Always a lot of fog in this game. I think it was just a graphical limitation. I mean, I know the PS4 can handle it. It has longer draw distances in SnowRunner, so I know that's not an issue. But I don't remember if there's places where that fog is farther out or not. Oh, we can save it. It's right there. It didn't carry it off. Go ahead and drag her up here and oops. Release. There we go. We want to grab that top right there. And then we are going to try to put her on her feet. There we go. All right. So we'll leave that there for now. And we will go all-wheel drive and diff lock, and we'll try to tackle this river here. So I mentioned this in an expeditions video I did, so I want to show you guys. There we go. Yeah, if you zoom the map in, you see all them red dots. That means that water's super deep. That's not good. So that's like your echo sounder in this game. But you see how some of the pegs are taller than... Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. They're not color coordinated in this game. So you see how some of the pegs are taller than others. And these ones are kind of flat. So the flatter ones just means it's shallower water. So we know that this water's super deep right here because it washed our little truck away. Big boys can handle it. You're going to take a little bit of damage, but these bigger trucks are going to handle it all right. You see it washed our tires clean. And then I got to re-pick up all that mud. We might have to change our... Well, no, we can't change our plan. I was going to say, because it looks like this truck's a fuel truck already, and it probably has fuel in it. We get rid of that tanker, we're going to lose that fuel. Alright. Alright, we got our truck. Let's take it back to the garage, and then we'll check the... you can tell it's damaged. It's got a little bit of cracking on the hood there. Doesn't look like it's too bad, though. There's no flame coming out the exhaust, so that's good. So it probably just has a few bumps and bruises. Probably about half of its damage is gone. Maybe a little less. So it's in good shape. It's a pretty good little climb here. It'll probably be another little cut, guys, because when I get back to the garage, I'm probably going to take a short break just for myself. A little under the weather lately, so feeling a little lightheaded. Got a little cold or something going on, a little throat infection. No big deal, but take me a quick break before I continue the recording here. So you guys will see a slight cut. But you're not going to miss anything exciting, I guarantee. Any cuts you see is just me cutting out, you know, opening the door for the dogs, or if I'm going to take a little quick break, stuff like that. But I won't cut out any of the driving or pulling or logging, none of the interesting stuff. All right, let's hook back up to our trailer. There we go. Had to remember how to do it. You have to open the advanced and then click to the right, and then it'll give you the hitch. All right. Stop engine. We'll change truck to that one right there. And yeah, it's got a little damage. 252 out of 600. That damage counter counts up. So 300 would be half damage. 252 is less than half. So let's see how much fuel it has in it. Fuel cistern, it's about half full. Let's fuel up all of our trucks using this truck. And we're going to turn this truck into our medium logger. Fuel up ourselves. All right. I'm going to use every drop of fuel I can. We're going to make sure we're topped up, and then we're going to go ahead and get rid of that fuel system. Yeah, I know, it'll be lost. That's all right. Okay, so we want to put our medium log bunk on here. I believe we have... that one's a short logger. This one's going to be a long logger. Okay. Had to remind myself, guys. The log carrier. Long log cart, and might as well throw that spare tire on there and give us 100 repair points if we need it. As a matter of fact, oh, we're already fully repaired because we pulled into the garage. I forgot. I was going to say, we use that tire now and then just replace it. Yeah, so anytime you pull into a garage, you're fully repaired. So if we went down there and rescued our little Scout, pulled it into the garage, it would be fully repaired. Okay. Make sure I didn't forget anything. I think we're good to go. Nope, we're good to go. So how we'll probably do this is we'll pull the short logger over there with the K700. We'll pull this truck over We'll either pull this truck with the fuel truck, or we'll pull the fuel truck with this truck. I don't know yet which way I want to do that. Now, some of these, a feature that I really liked in this game, some of these, I don't think this truck does it, but you can fold these long log trailers up onto the headache rack and pack cart. Oh yeah, you can. Yes, so when you're unloaded, the long logger, yeah, so we'll be pulling the fuel truck with this truck. And I wish they'd bring that back in SnowRunner for them long log trailers. The fact that you can, we used to call it donkey dick, and my uncle worked at the mill and he drove log truck. And when they're packed up like that, I don't know why they call it that, but they call them donkey dick. Alright guys, I'm going to take a short break and then I will see y'all back here. So, we are packed up, we are ready to go, and I'll see y'all in a minute. Alright everybody, welcome back. All I did is change trucks, so back from my short break, you haven't missed anything. We are going to hook up the winch to this one here. And we're going to start our journey. So, okay. So I think the log kiosk we need to go to this one. We're going to drop the log truck off at this one up here in the corner and grab a set of logs, short logs for the truck we're pulling. And then we're going to take the K700 down to this other log kiosk down here. And then I'm going to kind of try to remember how to play this game as we go along, because it has been a while. So to remind me, we want to go up over that way. We're trying to make a little path here, basically is what we're going to do, guys. Of course, we're going to go there. And then we'll go up here. And we'll go out to the right here. I do remember this. I remember going down this way was just a muddy slog. So we want to go down that road. And just going to keep putting down waypoints in case there's any confusion along the way. Come down here, and then we'll put one on the log kiosk. And then coming down this way, I think going this way was the better way than trying to go up around that. I don't know. We'll evaluate that when we get there. Let's get moving. Here's our first left turn. Go up this way. You can see it gets really muddy over there. It's soupy. Now, I might not have remembered this right, guys. This might be the wrong way to go. I'm going off 8-year-old memories here of doing this back in the day. So we'll see. We'll see if I remembered well. I think for today's episode, we're just going to get the equipment in place, and then I'll probably do a second episode where we finish up the mill. I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm up to completing this entire map in one sitting, y'all, so... And I don't know if I want to export and upload one long video like that. So this might end up being 2 episodes, guys. Started to get into the, I call that the snake, where you're turning too far to the right, then you overcorrect to the left, then you overcorrect to the right, then you overcorrect to the left. See, we're doing it again. It's very easy to overcorrect in this game, especially with big, slow, articulating, turning tractors like this. Ooh, getting a little too much speed going down the hill there. Okay, so here's our first log deck. You know what, maybe we will do the closer mill first. Maybe we'll just get it out of the way, then we'll start the long journey. Alright. Okay, so what we're going to do is put the biggin over here. We're just outside the circle. We can't change to that truck like that. 255, we want that one. Okay. Now, let's go up here and check out this log deck so I can kind of remember how they work. Because, like I said, it's been a minute, y'all. I don't remember if you can just get as many logs as you want here, or... Yeah, you just get as many as you want. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was like that, or if there was, like just a certain number at each one. Alright, we want to turn anchors. Then push anchors. Yeah, the anchors were two separate actions in this game. You couldn't just... Then we're going to operate crane. And this has been a minute, y'all, so bear with me. Okay, that operates the big arm. Left stick operates the small arm. Left stick also turns. Right stick turns the head. Okay. Triangle opens. Okay. Go out a little bit. It's not as intuitive as SnowRunner's crane. I'm pretty good with SnowRunner's crane, but gotta drop back and come down. There we go. Push that arm out a little bit. If we'd actually been sitting in that seat, we would have been in trouble right there. Okay, let's drop those now. See if we can pack. 2 more logs needed to be positioned. Okay, so you have to put 4. You have to put 4 of these in here before you can pack the load. Okay. Yeah, been a while since we ran the old MudRunner crane, y'all. We go out more. Go down. Grab that load. There we go. These cranes are a little gutless at a certain range. You got to play with the elbow up there to get it to come up proper. Oh. Alright, now I think we got it. Yep, we're good. Alright. We'll go ahead and haul these back to the lumber mill over here. And then when we bring our long logger through, we can satisfy this lumber mill. Oh no, we have to do two loads of short logs. Oh, I did my math bad, y'all. We gotta do two loads of short logs and one load of long logs. Is that right? It takes 8. It takes 8 for a lumber mill? Yeah, it sure does. Alright, well. And long logs are worth 6, and these are worth 3. No, I did it right. I was thinking long logs were worth 4. No, they're worth 6. We're good. I was gonna say, I know I didn't screw up that bad. Now I gotta make 3 trips. No, we just gotta make 2. And then we just got to refill this truck. Woo! They're not as top heavy at this game. Your rollover is not such a big deal, but they will still roll over. So you gotta watch yourself a little bit. Yeah, and the waterway here is definitely the way to go. Going up around that way, up around them stumps, it looks better, but on the map it looks better, but it's a muddy, nasty mess. So driving through this water is the way to go. Oh, we're getting out of the soup a little bit. I chose a bad line, y'all. Little slow and steady. There we go. We'll walk right out of it. Yes, overspinning your tires is not always a good thing. That's not as prevalent in SnowRunner as it is in this game. In this game, it you know, it's. I feel that the off-road physics in this game are a lot better than they are in SnowRunner. Just flat out. I'm gonna be honest with you. Did I overshoot my mill? No, it's up ahead. All right. Yeah, just flat out. I think the off-road physics in this game are better. When you start getting that mud and your tires just start spinning, you let off that throttle a little bit and just walk it, and you can walk right out of a mud pit sometimes, and that's how it is in real life, you know. So I feel that the physics in this game are actually a little better. Suspension physics are a little better. Though they've been working on SnowRunner a lot, and I think with a lot of the updates and stuff, I think they're starting to find their groove. But it's just such a bigger game, I think they had to cut some corners. Whereas Mud Runner, just the suspension physics, soft tire physics, man, so good. For an old game, Mud Runner is just so good. You do have that wonky dashboard though. That's not good, but Okay, now we go off to the right. And no matter what game you're playing, when you're with me, you're going to have bad audio. Until I get my stuff together and get my capture card and all that stuff. So, guys, if you want to help me get a capture card, then go down there and hit that Patreon link. If you're feeling generous, if you feel like you can spare it, man, I sure do appreciate it. So, or you can go down there and just hit that like and subscribe button. I get enough subs, I can just monetize and get my monies another way. So that way I don't got to spend my money from my day job, which I don't mind doing, but it's just, man, day job's not paying real well these days. That's just, I go down there more of a part-time gig right now because my body's falling apart and I can't keep doing it. So, all right, anyway, enough about that. All right, 3 points delivered. Good, good, good. Let's hit this watch point on the way back out. That way we just at least unlock the region. And then we'll go reload this truck. Yep, then we will go reload this truck. Probably at this kiosk down here. This kiosk can be a little rough to get into, but we're going to go down there anyhow. And then this truck will just be ready for our second run up to the other mill. Yeah, things go this smoothly. We might be able to do all this in one session, just one long video. Might be an hour or so, maybe a little more. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go grab us some more logs real quick. We'll load this truck up, and then we'll go get the fuel truck, and we'll bring down the fuel truck with the long logger. We'll get one set of long logs. We'll satisfy this mill, and then we'll start making our... We'll fuel everything up, and we'll leave the fuel truck here, and then we'll start making our pole for the other mill. Now, we might need to bring the K700 down to pull these trucks up that hill. There's a hill over there. There's a hill climb over that way. You'll see. You guys will see. You see what I'm talking about. This is one of my favorite maps. I love downhill. Some pretty hardcore maps in this game, though. There's the Deluge. That one's rough, man. I might have to get a Aroused Penguin on here at some point and maybe we'll do a live stream where we take on some of these maps. I just want to put a waypoint on this kiosk, y'all, so I can know where it's at. Because it's at the... It's actually the next road. It's not down that way. It's the next one. But yeah, maybe if you guys are interested in seeing a live stream and see us knock out some of these more hardcore maps. Guys, I gotta let my little dog in. She's out there barking at the door. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I may or may not cut that. I don't know yet. It didn't take me long to go open the door for the little dog, so... But yeah, we'll bring the fuel truck down, we'll fuel everything up, and then we'll make our pole. But if you guys are interested in seeing a live stream with me and Aroused Penguin doing some of these, if you want to see more of these Mud Runner videos, I will get him to re-download the game. And now maybe we'll do some American Wild stuff. We'll knock out some of these hardcore maps like Deluge and The Crossing and stuff like that. And maybe we'll set some time aside and just do a live stream so you guys can join in and chat with us and talk smack, while we're trying to do this. I think it might be fun. So, if y'all are interested in that, let me know. Okay, turn anchors, push anchors, fire up the crane. I probably shouldn't have put 4 logs in here, but I'm going to try to grab... It's easier just to grab 2 at a time. And that's what I'm going to try to do, is just grab 2, but I just spawned all 4 so I wouldn't have to go out and respawn, but that might have been a mistake. Oh no, we're good. We're good. There we go. All right. Truck is loaded. Let's go ahead and get it back out towards the road here. I keep forgetting I'm in manual. I gotta actually shift. We'll take this truck out to the road, maybe down the road a little piece, but we'll get it in position so we can just come by and get it. Probably just down by the other lumber mill, by the opening in the road down here where we started. And we'll just park it, and we'll go get the long logger, and we'll satisfy this first mill, and then we'll make our pull up to the second run up there. My head's so foggy, got a little cold going on, like I said. Some kind of cold, I don't know, cold infection. I don't know if it's, I wouldn't call it a cold. I live down here in East Texas. It is not cold down here right now, but either way, I'm a little under the weather, so couldn't remember if I had started the recording or not, and I'd been talking to myself for a half hour. I had to look down and make sure that I had indeed started the recording, and I did, so we're good. Yeah, see, she wanted to go over a little bit there. There's a little bit of rollover danger in this game. Kind of depending on the terrain and the situation. But you see the soft suspension physics, soft tire physics, really, really good in this game. Alright, so that's the direction we're going to be going. Gotta be careful, don't hit drop load when you're hitting stop engine. Sometimes the logs will shift, you can't repack them. Mud Runner's a little wonky. Alright. So, K700's in position. We're going to have to use the K700 to load the long logger, because we just do not have the... we don't have a crane on it, on the big guy. So let's go back to our C65 111 here. And what we're going to do is kind of get it out in the road here. Just a little bit. Just because sometimes the tow driver is not as brilliant as he could be. So, we'll get it lined up behind the other truck here. We'll change over. Get a little distance. About there ought to do it. And attach winch from there to... Nope, we attached the wrong spot. Sorry, guys. Attach the winch from there to the front bumper. There we go. Alright, and let's go. And this is really what Mud Runner's about, is that you just kind of have to... Don't hit the brakes, dude, come on. You just kind of have to strategize what you're going to do. Like, you know, I know I'm going to go down here and satisfy the first mill and then fuel up, have both my trucks ready, and make that second pull over to the other mill. And we might have to take this fuel truck up there you know, and meet our other trucks halfway if they're running out of fuel. Kind of, I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes climbing the hill, if it doesn't go real smooth, it can burn a lot of fuel. So we'll see how it works out. But, you know, strategizing your route is more important in Mud Runner than it ever is in Snow Runner. So, you know, I just Mud Runner is not necessarily a better game. You know, it's not. It has some good some better aspects to it, but I think the strategy for Mud Runner is it's a little more unforgiving. You know, you have to, you know, if you don't have a plan in place of what you're going to do and when you're going to do it, we'll pull that truck in a little closer. There you go. Oh, I have to put it on pole. Otherwise, he just drives. When you hit triangle, you see up here at the top of my thing, it says release or drive. I can change drive to pole. And now if I hit the button, it'll winch him in. So I wanted to be a little closer. Then we put it back on drive. Now if I hit triangle, he just drives. And if I stop my truck and hit triangle, he drives and he can push me. So that's something to know about this game. And if you hit your throttle, he hits his throttle. So little different than the way Snow Runner works. I actually like this setup maybe a little better because you can stop your truck and just be like, yeah, hit your throttle back there, give me a push, you know, do whatever you need to do, and just I don't know, it seems more useful to a certain extent. So, but yeah, Snow Runner requires some thinking ahead, Mud Runner requires some thinking ahead, planning, kind of know what you want to do, like, hey, we're going to need this truck here at this time, and yada yada. It requires you to plan ahead. I think Snow Runner's more forgiving, and that doesn't make it better or worse. It's just what it is. It's Mud Runner's more unforgiving. You got to think a little more than just driving. So I don't know. It's fun. It's good. But if you haven't played it, I do encourage you to pick up a copy or buy the online version. It's only like $5.99 now, so hell, it might even be free in some places. You know, but you get a lot of content with it, and if you get it, it is definitely worth getting the American Wilds expansion. I did, and I never regretted it. You know, you get some two-wheel drive trucks in that version, and you have to tow them a lot, you know, in and out of mud split. But there's a lot more roads in Mud Runner, a lot more paved roads. So, you know, if you do like the Montana expansion, and you get your old Freightliner down to the log deck and you get it loaded. Sometimes you have to tow it out with a skidder or another truck, and then you can drive it on the highway though, and get your logs where they need to be. So, you know, no problem there. I feel the highway trucks are more useful in Mud Runner than they are in Snow Runner. Snow Runner is pretty hardcore with the off-road, so really hard to find a good place to use a highway truck. And look at there, we're almost where we need to be. There's the K700 sitting over there in the tree line. Excited to get this first mill done, and then we'll move on to that second mill. I'm really excited to show you guys the hill climb. Show you why they call this place downhill. It's more like uphill. It's nasty pull. I'm telling you. It's more extreme than what you guys are thinking. Or I might just have on nostalgia goggles. Maybe it's not as bad as I remember, but let's see. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and release that truck back there. Now, this part, sometimes you have to pull forward, let that car unfold. This is the part that could be a pain in the butt. That trailer and this truck have to be perfectly aligned in order for it to accept logs. And obviously not perfect, but I mean, it's got to be as close to 90 degrees, or whatever you call a straight line. That 90 degrees, right? Straight line, 90 degrees? You have to be in a straight line. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been in math class. But you have to be in a straight line. That trailer has to be lined up with that truck almost perfect. If it's not, you cannot pack your load. So all right, let's change truck here to the K700. Kind of put myself in a situation here. I don't want to bump that truck. If I pull it out of alignment, it won't load. I'll have to reposition it. And you can just reposition it. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it has to be straight. I wish the seat turned all the way around in this thing. And using the loader, you got to remember you're driving in reverse, so everything's opposite. It's opposite day. Alright. Now, if I remember right, it takes 3 long logs. You can't drive while you're doing this, so you got to position your grapple, and you have to back out, and then you have to pull up under the kiosk here, and don't grab the kiosk because it will flip out on you. You got to make sure you're under the logs there. I think only one spawned. Hold on, let me go forward a little bit, guys. Something is blocking the area. Dang it. Yeah, I know what's blocking the area. It's me. Oh, you can only spawn 2. That's why. Okay, and it might just be 2 that you need to... Might be 2 that you need to for a load on a long log. I don't remember. Okay, and then you have to go back into loader, and then you close your grapple. Roll the wrist a little bit, and then pick her up. Alright, now we're ready to drive out and see if we can get these on the truck. Sometimes what you can do is take the short logger over here and use it to... We might be alright here, though. Once we roll that wrist forward, we might be able to get over these. Alright, let's try it. Let's roll the wrist. That'll give us a little elevation. Deal with that bad audio. Okay. We'll turn her a little bit and kind of nudge in here just a hair. Okay. And then we'll bring the loader down. Turn that wrist in more. Okay, now I think we're hitting the top of the headache rack. We are. The headache rack is that thing up there that the logs sit on, if you guys don't know. Not where the logs sit on, where the trailer sits. That thing behind the cab of the truck. Where the trailer sits when you have it donkey dicked. It's a headache rack. Okay. Unfortunately, there's no time skip when you're playing in hardcore. So when it's nighttime, we got to do stuff at night. All right, yeah. So it's just to load up a long logger. I've seen these trucks doing this in real life, not with my own eyes, like on YouTube. But these are some bad. I don't know what they're called in real life. They're not. The C255 is a real truck. It's just not called the C255, but it looks very similar to this. The badass Russian off-road log truck. Having a little trouble making this corner. I can't get my front tires to bite in. We don't want to get stuck on that stump. Let's get back up, back up. We don't want to tip either. Having some steering issues here, guys. Sorry about this. So what we might have to do is go ahead and hook the bumper off to that over there. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't get her to turn there. She's just fighting me a little bit. Let's shut down that K700. I hear it back there still idling. They do shut off eventually. But I'd just rather not burn the fuel if we don't have to. But yeah, I've seen videos of these trucks just doing their thing, and man, they're gnarly vehicles, man. The stuff they go through, just woof. All right, now our lumber mill is off to the right over here just a little bit. And we'll have one mill out of the way. Oh, I almost made a boo-boo there. We actually gotta go way down there. We don't want to go up there. I thought it was a little close. I thought I better double check that map, and good thing I did too. I keep pushing the right stick to try to adjust my camera. Yeah, it's the left stick in Mudrunner. Gotta watch that rollover though. If that load starts to go, it will go. Then you'll have logs all over the ground. And picking up logs off the ground is not ideal in this game. The physics just aren't quite there, so you don't want to spill your load. And if I do spill my load, this is definitely going to be 2 episodes. This is the water patch I was looking for. This is the one we turn right on, right down there. I got this one confused with the last one that we come up on and thinking, wow, I'm up there. I'm there already. Oh, it's not here yet. It's right around the corner, right up there. Things look different at night, y'all. Mudrunner don't play with the night. It's dark. SnowRunner's not too bad. The nights seem to be a little lighter. But because you have that, I don't know, it's not fog of war, but that draw distance thing in Mudrunner, man, the nights just seem so much darker. I have it brightened up pretty good. I'm hoping it comes out on YouTube decent. It might be a little too dark, but I can't skip time. There's no time skip unless you're playing on casual. And we ain't no filthy casuals. We're playing on hardcore. So I can't make the sun come up for y'all. Woo, she's getting a little tipsy there. Come on. Take it easy. There we go. Straighten yourself out. Oh, goodness. We're going to have to do this again, aren't we? You see my front tires are off the ground, so I can't get traction to make this turn. There we go. Yeah, nervous when that load starts to tip a little bit. That's scary. That's scary. Yeah, we burned a lot of fuel coming down here, so. There we go. Thanks, that's all. 8 points have been delivered. Alright, so we want to go advanced, and we're going to go ahead and pack the cart. Yeah, that thing it's sitting on right there, that's a headache rack. That's what you'd call that in the logging industry. Alright, so what we'll probably do is we'll end up pulling this truck with the short logger that's already loaded up there. Once I get this one loaded and get them both in position, then we will bring the fuel truck down, we'll fuel them both up, and then we will hit the road for the big climb that I've been aching to show you guys. Do I turn left here? Yeah, I take the left road. The mud doesn't look as good on the tires. I mean, you know, it serves its purpose. It's a graphic, it's a representation, it kind of shows you what's going on, it's good. But the ground, the way the ground deforms, it stays deformed like the whole time you're on the map. So if you drive through the same area a whole bunch and just dig ruts and stuff, it gets nastier and nastier every time you go through it. So I think they did that really well in Mud Runner. Alright. I'm gonna try to get her over here. You know what? Matter of fact, let me, before I do something stupid, let's turn around and get it in position so I don't have to turn the logs around while I'm in here. Remember what I said about planning ahead earlier? Need to follow my own advice. Plan ahead. Turn the truck around, dummy. Yeah, you get stuck on these little stumps. You can pull them out of the ground, I believe. If I remember right, you can pull these stumps out of the ground. But they also can be a pain in the butt. They can get you stuck. Alright, get our cart locked in here. Get this thing straight as we can. Lock it in. All right. You see how the engine speeds up when you're in your hydraulics? I like that. Has a very real aspect to it. All right, so let's pull the fuel truck with us and take our parking brake off there. All right, so we're going to pull the fuel truck with us. As we head down towards this next mill. There we go. And the kiosk is up there. Okay. Constantly have to remind myself where to go in this game. It's not taking random roads. A lot of the terrain, although it does look different, but a lot of it kind of looks the same. You know what I mean? So. I don't like to use automatic as much because it makes the vehicle shift a lot. And that shifting slows you down. See, if I put it in auto, well, it's not going to do it for me right there, but it shifts a lot. Those little shifts slow you down, so I like a good steady pull. Especially when you're going up big hills with heavy loads, those little downshifts and upshifts and stuff can actually cause your truck to stall and might cause you to roll backwards a little bit and even roll over. So be careful how you use the automatic transmission in Mud Runner. Alright, here's our turn down to the log kiosk, so let's drop the fuel truck. Let's go down here and load our long logger. This is where I like to use automatic. Right here. Well, the sun's coming up, guys, so if you guys couldn't see before, you'll have a better shot now. I try to get the forks lined up, because you want to grab these logs right in the middle. Because they will get tipsy-tipsy. I kind of wish that SnowRunner and MudRunner would have, well, I don't think they're ever going to update MudRunner again, that's fine, but I would like to see SnowRunner updated to a system more like FarmSim, where you can actually run the, front loaders and things like that while you're actively driving the vehicle, and it's a little smoother. Little bucksaw laying on the ground there. I'm hoping they're not using that to cut trees down. That's the hard way. Okay, wrist up. Oh, nope. Wrist up. There we go. Nope, not going to get away with it. All right, we're going to have to nudge her in there a little bit more. See, we're caught on that front piece up there. We don't want that. Try to get the logs to cheat up over it. We're stuck on the headache rack, huh? We sure are. Okay. Let's try to go back a little bit. It can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get logs on these trucks, y'all. There we go. Okay, I think we're good right there. Wrist over. Yeah, we're home free now. Y'all see how it says properly aligned? So we're gonna have to, it wants the back of the trailer down, so we're gonna have to try to pull the truck forward. Like I said, guys, it can be picky. Nope, it still won't let us do it. There we go. Yeah, you got to be pretty right on with your alignment. Okay, now we are ready to go get that second mill and call it a day. Yeah, this video is going to be about 2 hours or so. It's going to be a long one, guys. This one's 56 minutes. This is the third time I've started the recording because of having to do stuff, taking a break, or whatever. I don't remember how long those other videos were, but I know this one's been 56 minutes. So alright guys, now you get to see what downhill's all about though. You get to see the real downhill. So let's get up here. I'm just going to refuel these trucks. Then we're going to go ahead and get the heck on up the hill. A little nervous. A little nervous. I don't want these trucks to flip. Not right here. Not worried about them flipping right here. Just on this uphill pole. I remember it being nasty. I remember it being nasty. Alright, let's get some fuel down here. Yeah, I don't want to give it away too much, but I don't know, maybe after playing places like Imandra and SnowRunner and stuff, maybe it won't be as bad as I remember, but I remember back in the day doing this for the first time, playing MudRunner and going up that hill. It was just, that was a long time ago. It was back when I'd first met Aroused Penguin. He wasn't Aroused Penguin back then, he was Castle Fever, but we'd done this map together a couple times, but man, I'll tell you what, the first time I remember telling him about it, and then I think we did this map together, if I remember right, and that pole was just nasty. I had 2 trucks, he had 2 trucks, because when you're in multiplayer, you got to deliver more logs to the mill. You know, obviously, to make it make sense, I think they double it for every player that's in the thing. You know, they don't double it, they add that same amount again. So instead of 8, you'd have to deliver 16, I believe. But yeah, I believe we both had 2 trucks, and it was just, and man, I just remember it being crazy. So let's find out. Let's see how bad it really is. Here we go. I wish I could get the camera to back off a little more. The camera's a little rough in MudRunner. It can kind of get more. It can get more in its own way than sometimes it is useful. And I got to remember which way to go. So pardon me for checking the map a couple times, guys, but I don't want to get lost. You're going down the wrong road, you're going to be in a world of hurt. So, watch point, log kiosk, fuel station. Go to the right. Should have grabbed that watch point now. But we should be all right without it. For the most part, I remember where to go, so. But you'll notice when you drive into the dark on Mud Runner, it barely cuts a little path. You see that little snake path that we're opening up there in the dark? It doesn't open up a big circle around you like it does in Snow Runner. Mud Runner don't play no games. It's like, oh, you want to drive off into the unknown? You're going to be in the unknown. They don't cut you no breaks, man. I hope I'm going the right way, y'all. It's been a while, so I think we'll be all right, though. I think this is the right way. There's like 12 maps, and I'm trying to remember. I'm doing this by memory. And some of these maps kind of look the same, you know, some of the roads and terrain and the trees. So I'm hoping I'm remembering the right map and I'm taking us the right way. I think I am, though. I think we're all right. Okay, there's the mountain. Oh yeah, we're on the right path. We're good. Yep, I remember this. The ford and then the climb. Ooh, doggy. No snorkels either. At least water level is what it is. Oh yeah, we're the right way. At least we'll hit this watch point automatically when we go by. Cut back hard over this way. Not that far though. Dang it. Like I say, it's easy to overcorrect in this game. Old worm gear steering is what it feels like. Might have to turn up this hill just a little bit in order to get this to trigger. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, so where we're going, B6A. If I remember right, that's that old blue truck. Let's hop in it real quick. Oh, it's the tractor with fuel. All right, so yeah, well, it's got fuel and stuff. So hey, there we go. If we need fuel, and we want to jump back in our lead truck, there we go. But where we're going is we're going to go down here a little farther. Than you see this turn right here. We're going to go up that twisty road right there. Oh, good gravy. I forgot to hook my winch back up. The other guy's like, where are you going? You're leaving without me. I want these trucks to have a little distance between them, but you don't want it. It's delicate balance. There we go. You don't want that guy too close, but you don't want him too far behind, because just the way the steering works in this game, the way he follows you want about that distance. About is right. That's what you want. And when I start to make this turn, he'll kind of turn in behind me, and then here we go, guys. Here's the climb. Let's see if it's as bad as I remember. Might not be, because I learned a lot playing SnowRunner, but yeah, I remember doing this the first time, though. It was gnarly. It's this switchback right here that gets you. And there's a lot of weight on these trucks. So he's going to cut in a little too sharp there, but I think we'll be all right. Straighten out. Come on now. Don't get your trailer caught up. Don't get your trailer caught up. Yeah, he's doing all right. Good, 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 good. Come on. That wasn't too bad. It's not as bad as I remember it, guys. This is real muddy right here, though. It's uphill and muddy. Yeah, it's not as bad as I remember it. Maybe I learned a lot playing SnowRunner. I don't know. I remember the first time doing this, though. It was like, oh my God. I guess it was a learning curve, because that was back in the first days when I was just getting into these kind of games. But that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Maybe I just done it so many times it's second nature now. I don't know, I guess that's the difference between being a noob and getting good, you know? And this, I guess I went and got good at this, because that wasn't too bad. There we go. We're off and rolling. Probably regret not grabbing that watch point, because I won't remember where to go later. There's a couple more forks up here, but we're going to try to do it. We're going to try to do it by memory. Work that transmission. There we go. It's always a good idea to look back at your second truck, because bad audio will get you. No, it's a good it's a good idea to look back at your second truck, because sometimes that truck will flip over, and you know, you have so much torque that you'll just be dragging it on its side. You won't even notice it's flipped over. So, and I speak from experience. I've had that happen before. Thing tipped over on its side, and I was dragging it for about 100 feet before I was like, you know, I noticed it was a little sluggish, and I was like, what's going on? So I flipped around like, oh God, lost my load and everything. So Take that corner wide. That edge right there will flip you. I'm just wondering if we're going to make it on this first tank of gas, y'all. If we're going to get there on one tank of dieseline. I think we're getting close, but I'm afraid to check the map because I find out I'm a lot farther away than I think I am. Oh, we're right here. We're there, y'all. There's the road. Yeah, we're good. All right. Make this right here. Come around and right up to the mill. Go ahead and put her back in auto. Take all-wheel drive off. There it is. There's a lumber mill. I can see the tag for it through the trees here. Oh, guys, this brought back some good memories. We are about to wrap up, though, so I appreciate you being with me today. Thank you so much for coming out to join and watch the video. Please go down there, leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our future and upcoming content. And if you want to see more stuff like this, go down there and leave a comment and let me know what you want to see. And go down there and leave a comment and let me know what you want to see. Let's get this truck out of the way. And you know, if you want to see a live stream with MudRunner, you know, do some multiplayer, something like that, then you know, let me know. Are we close enough? No, we're just outside the range there. Switch to our other truck, and I'd be happy to do that. Happy to do a live stream, chat with y'all, and maybe do some of these hardcore maps. Maybe do a live stream with Aroused Penguin so he can help out, because some of these, sometimes it's good to have a friend with you on some of the harder maps. But let me know, guys. Don't be afraid to go down there in those comment section. Let me know what you want to see, and we'll get together and we'll make it happen. And there we go. Your previous best result, 1 star. Yeah, no. Time played 2 hours 33 minutes. All right, it's about a 2.5 hour video, y'all. I will do a little bit of editing, cut out some of the things where I took breaks, things like that, and put it back together. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what kind of stuff you want to see, and I will happily put that kind of content on my channel. So, you know, you want to see some live streams of MudRunner or something, you want to come in and chat with me a little bit, then I'd be happy to oblige. Thank y'all. I appreciate you coming by, and I will catch you at the next one. Later, y'all.